Hey, you're in the Fishnet. Welcome to another episode. I'm Garrett Hallfish. Today we have the incandescent Alex Hartwig, and he brought his girlfriend with us today. We have Paige Naylor. So now today's topic, we're going to talk about foreign films. This is going to be a 2 or 3 part series. This is going to be part 1. So basically we just want to talk about our favorite foreign films. So let's start with Paige. Paige, what is your favorite foreign film?
I would say Chungking Express. The director is Wong Kar-wai. I love all his films, but this one was my first one that I saw of his. It's like made in the 90s, like 1995.
Yeah, it said 94, I think.
Yeah, but I think it was, at least like for a Chinese film, plus like the time, it was just so good. I just feel like a lot of Chinese films at that time didn't have like big budgets, or like they're not what you would think. And his Chungking Express was really artsy and
simple. It has like simplicity to it, but there's a lot of themes. It's thematically rich.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and like this one especially, most of his films focused like in the city of Hong Kong, and so this one was about like different like middle class people like with middle class jobs, and mostly about relationships and people's expectations and you know how they work out, but just the way it was done, and I don't know, they would like focus on certain songs, like certain types of music, and like they would bring that in with certain people and like themes. So the way like the shots were done, like there were chase scenes and everything was like blurry, and then there were other scenes that were like really slow motion, and you can kind of, if you think about it, you think about how much care was probably put into some of these shots, especially like the slow motion ones, and you're like, wow, I don't know, it's just really, really interesting. So
Yeah,
Nice.
that actually reminds me of my favorite film. Foreign film is actually Old Boy, which is just right there.
It's a good one.
And when I first saw it, I really didn't know much about it. I think I saw on like a top 10 coolest shots. It was like Old Boy was number 1. It was a scene with the hammer that's right there in the
'cause
hallway.
You were the one who showed it to me.
Yeah,
I didn't know that
yeah, and
before.
it was, I don't know when it was made exactly, but I just remember that the scene that actually is here with the hammer is incredible. It's like a single shot, and it's just him coming from one end to the other, just beating these guys up. And that is amazing, but also, to me, it shows that it's like, I don't know, there's a lot of care and a lot of detail that's involved in this movie itself. And I loved it. I mean, it's so exciting, and also to see this guy who basically is just in this terrible situation where he doesn't know why he's in it, and then he has to overcome all of that and figure out and like look back on his own life. Like, it's exciting. You want to keep going with it, and it's just so well done.
Right.
I love the film, and I hope. I mean, I always tell people to watch it because it's brilliant.
Well, you and I have both watched the American remake that came out last year.
It is really bad.
Yeah, so I guess explain where it went wrong.
Everything. It tried to be the same movie without having the excitement and intensity. It just seemed like you kind of knew what you were getting yourself into.
Right.
You didn't care for the characters. Sometimes it was interesting, but for the most part, there wasn't a scene that really jumped at you.
Well, I remember you and I were talking about mainly how when we watched it, we really liked, like the scenes that we really enjoyed were the scenes that were the exact same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the ones that tried to be different and like cool, they sucked.
Yeah.
Like, it just didn't work. I think the only scene that was good was with Samuel L. Jackson. But, that's just because he's him.
Yeah. Sam Jackson's pretty much great in every role. He's playing himself.
He's playing himself.
Yeah.
At least one role in this.
So I guess so. My favorite movie. Oh. Well, it looks like we're out of time. So that's it for this topic. Join us for part 2. I will be talking about animated movies. See you there. No, it's okay. That's why I want to get a new camera, because it's annoying that if
It would be nicer.
I'm okay with leaving. They're like, oh.